What is up, guys? So there's quite a big piece of news that's been announced today that The Last of Us is being planned to be made into a movie. Now I don't think anything's 100% on this yet. I think it's just sort of being planned, an idea, and I think the heavy kind of links to it is that Sam Raimi is the kind of figurehead for this rumour. He kind of wants the film, he wants to do it. So this is looking very likely that it is going to happen. It's lots of news places are reporting on it. And I just wanted to give a video kind of giving my thoughts on that, because obviously it's quite a big piece of news really. Now, first of all, I'll talk whether I think The Last of Us deserves kind of movie-ness. To be honest, I think it's kind of early. I mean, the game hasn't been out even a year yet, and it's already being planned to be made into a film. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the game, you know I do, but I think it's kind of cinematic enough. I think the reason they're doing this is to kind of just excel The Last of Us to a much wider audience, because it's been so popular as a game. They're probably thinking, right, we need to kind of get this story out and show it to everyone, show everyone what this is. But I think it's in my head, it's a good idea. I think it can make a really good film. But at the same time, I'm really worried it's going to ruin the game for me, especially if they do a sequel in the future. Because if they do a future game, is that going to be influenced by this movie? Is anything that happens in the movie, obviously if it's going to be the same story as the first one, we don't know. But is it going to influence a sequel or anything like that? I don't know. I don't know if I wanted to kind of, if we were going to get a sequel, I don't want that to be ruined by a film that's already been out and whether it'll be successful or not. But like I said, it's not all doom and gloom, because at the same time it is a very good cinematic game which would make a good movie if done correctly. Now, Sam Raimi, to be honest, I've only seen the Evil Dead 1, and I've seen all his Spider-Man films, of course, when he tried to kind of branch out into full-blown Hollywood. But to be honest, he's more of a horror director, so this is kind of good for him with the crazy. If you've seen the Evil Dead films, you'll know that crazy gore and disgusting looking zombie infected creatures is his kind of thing. So I believe the infected will be done right. I believe that the horror style of The Last of Us would be done right under Sam Raimi. I think I could be quite positive that that would be done well. And onto the actors as well. A lot of people are talking about who would play these roles. Now, for me, I think a lot of people are thinking the same, that Hugh Jackman could do a really good Joel. He kind of looks like he's got that serious kind of look about him. I know he's been in that new film Prisoners, who's got that really kind of rough, older kind of just beaten man kind of look to him, and that's what Joel needs. Don't forget as well, spoilers if you haven't played it, Joel's daughter dies very early on in the game as well, and we need to see an actor that can really portray that kind of character who's really dead behind the eyes before he gets to know Ellie really well. Now, moving on to Ellie as well, a lot of people are talking about Ellen Page playing Ellie, but don't get me wrong, she looks like Ellie. She does look the part, but she's 20. I think she's 24 years old. Ellie's supposed to be a 14-year-old girl, I think. So even though she looks like, I don't really think you can get a 24-year-old woman to be playing a 14-year-old girl. I just don't think it'll work. I think Ellen Page is too well known. People will be thinking, oh, look, there's Ellen Page on the screen. You need a new up-and-coming actress, a really kind of good up-and-coming young actress to play Ellie, and that's what I think we would get. I don't think we'll get a well-known person to be playing Ellie because she's such a young character. But Joel is the big talker boy. Who's going to have that lead role starring as Joel? There's people like Hugh Jackman, Josh Brolin, who I think could be a little bit too old maybe. Christian Bale is a really good shout. I think Christian Bale could pull it off really well. There was a few other people kind of floating around by who people think would look the part and could act it as well. But my pick would definitely be Hugh Jackman. I think he would pull off a great Joel. But I just don't know. I'm not 100% kind of over the fence with the idea of it. Like I said, it's just really soon. I mean, we've only just got the DLC as well. I mean, the story's still continuing really, if you're still playing the DLC, and I mean, they've already announced a film. I don't know, I'll wait to see if anything more develops with this, because at the moment I think it's just a very strong rumour. I think that Sam Raimi must have said that he wants the film, he wants to go ahead with it. but nothing's really concrete yet. And of course, if this is going to happen, it won't be till around 2018. I'll take a guess that will probably be the release year. But who knows? I really hope it turns out well, but I just I can't speak today. I hope it doesn't ruin future Last of Us games if we're going to get them. But I just want to do this video giving you my thoughts, guys. Leave your comments down below on what you think of this. Tell me as well, just to kind of get a little conversation going in the comments below. Tell me who you would have as your Joel and who you would have as your Ellie, if you had one, of course. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. Leave your comments down below as usual, and I'll see you on the next video.